Morning, folks. I was gonna do a video on how I clean the grass there, get it ready to go there just before I put the fertilizer on. And what I use is my hang on, backpack blower. It's Goldie Oldie. Dates back at least 15 years ago, and it's nice today, and it's a good day to do it. They're forecasting rain for 3-4 days to come, so before the grass starts turning green there, we're gonna clean the leaves and all the winter debris out of it. Yeah, this by the way, this is not what this video is all about. I changed my mind, eh? I was going to show you how I blow the grass with the blower. Bah, I decided I'm going to do another fishing video. Well, story. But first you guys have time this morning? Or this afternoon or this evening? Just a little tidbit here. This backpack, I don't know if you can see it. It's got a Husqvarna. It's a Husqvarna. It's got a carburetor on it. I just like to tell you, like this 15 at least, maybe more. You're going on 28. Time flies when you're getting older. And I was a carburetor, like it was surging, and I had a hard time keeping it going, and had a hard time starting it, and it says it's probably some of that gas that's gummed up in it, you know, that alcohol gas there. We get 5% here in Canada. I think in the States they get 10. But anyways, okay, don't forget, this has nothing to do with today's story. I went looking for a carb kit to rebuild it, and I couldn't find none like Husqvarna, and I went a few places, even up north. There's a place near called that Maniwaki. I went there, and the big Husqvarna dealer up there. This is where this machine comes from, as a matter of fact. And yeah, they didn't have no carb kit. So I'm just telling you this because this is a trick when, hang on, I'm in the sun, and I don't know if you guys, a little bit of noise to this. Hang on, see this hose here? It's when I rub it on the ground. Anyway, yeah, so I went looking on the internet, and I found this forum, but I was specifically looking for the name and the number of the carburetor, which is irrelevant to everybody except me. And I found the carb kit for it, and it was all on account that in some forum, some guy said they were looking for this kit, and then one guy come up and he said that Toro was still using these carburetors in some of their machines. So there's a Toro dealer here in town. So I went to see him, and he could get it. Well, he had to order it, but it was, I think, just a few days. And then first thing you know, I got the kit. So sometimes when you can't get something, it's just a matter of looking around and on the internet. The internet's a great resource, and you just check around, look, and find, because if you look enough, you'll find a solution to your problem on the internet. It's always, well, since I've discovered, and there was a reason why I've learned how to navigate on the net, I found it a great resource. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna do some cleaning. Oops. Out front. You won't see me do that. I won't bore you with that. Then we'll come back to that. Maybe wind it a little bit when I come back to the garage. Then we're gonna do the introduction. Then I'll do a specific, and I'll show you where we're going. and then there'll be an end to this story. So stick in there. I'll be in here shortly. Okay, folks, just to locate you, see where the pointer is right here, right between Ottawa, well, closer to Ottawa, Montreal. Just alongside the, see the green part? That's a provincial park. They call that Parc Papineau-Labelle. Hang on, we're gonna, and whoops, went the wrong way. We're gonna enlarge this. It's about here. It's about here. I hope I end up at the right place here. Hang on. I'm gonna move up. Right here, see? We used to come down here, and right here, this lake used to be in the park. Now it's outside the park, and the park line was about somewhere around here, and this is why this road was going on the far side of this lake. And then hang on, we'd go here on this road here, and this is the lake. There was a creek here, but I don't know. What I'm gonna do is once we finish looking at yeah, see, there's a lake here, La Canatole, but in the days when we used to go there, they must have changed that name of this was called Sunday Lake. There was something went on there, but I can't tell you. This is another story. It's I don't know if I'll be able to tell it. It's like maybe a 18 and over story. But anyways, there was, see, the lake is here, and then there was a creek come out of the lake, and then I'd follow the road here. I don't know where it went, but and we'd park around here on the far side of the road, and then we'd go across the creek, and then we'd end up. This is about where we used to put the boats in the lake, and then we'd troll from one end to the other of the lake. There's some structure along here, and on this side here it's very shallow at this end, across this way. Okay, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go to the satellite view of this. Whoa, see, this is the lake here, and you can see here, see, we were parking around here because see this little, you can see that creek. Hang on, I'll try to go one bigger. Is this bigger or smaller? No, it's smaller. And try to get more detail. Woo. This is the lake where we're on, and that's, see, the creek goes along here. Maybe we were parking around here, and we're because I can see. Hang on, I'll move you a little bit here. Oops, hang on, move you a little bit. Right at the top here, so you can see some trees in here, and see right here, that was a deep part of the lake here. We used to put our boat, I'd say around here someplace. There was a moose story here too one time. I had went there with my wife, and we had gone in the bush to go see. I just wanted to show her the lay of the lake, and needless to say, there was a moose in there, and he started off here. We can hear him in the bush, and he went around us, and he came back, and he was here. And then we went around and got out, and then we made it to the car. Anyways, this is the lake here. I just want to see, look, you can see that this is a different type of topography here, where it's, this is probably autumn, where there's no more leaves in the, on the trees, and here it's all evergreens. Anyways, we went all over the place here. We went these lakes. We went. Anyways, that's the story for another time. Okay, stay tuned, and we'll be back with the big part of the story. This is gonna drag on, I think. Sorry about that. Okay. Anyways, this is in Quebec. Just the name of the park that it's beside is Parc Pépinot-Labelle. I think I said that already. Okay, hang in there, folks. Hey, we're back. Kind of hot around the collar there. I blew all the the leaves there and all the dirt. I blew it off the lawn. There's still snow, so I got to do it again. But I got a good part of it cleaned up, and part of the interlock on the driveway with the blower. Okay, so now you're located. You know where we're going. We're going to fish in the Vermilion Lake. This is it used to be a lake that was owned by a club. See, they had a whole bunch of lakes, this club, and this was one of them. And I don't know for a fact if they stocked this lake, but there was speckled trout in this lake anyways. And there's other lakes around that they used to have in a lease. And the club would exploit these lakes, So, but I think it was in 1963, Quebec did away with all their leases. See, this was on the province of Quebec land, and they had leases, and they did away with all their leases, and they permitted the people to fish. This lake is located, like I showed you on the map, right next to a park, a provincial park. So that makes it almost a boundary lake. Anyways, and okay, to get to the lake, we park on a road. It's a bush, probably a logging road. we park at well, we used to go up there with a truck. A van, and a Ford truck van, and my buddy was a 12-foot I forget the name, little rowboat, and we had an electric motor, and we'd put all our fishing gear, and then we'd take the trailer. He had a trailer. It was a real light. All it had was a few supports for the boat, In front it was a V shape, so the front of the boat would be supported by that with a few rollers, and then in the back he had two supports, but that's it. It just had one member in the center going to the hitch on the vehicle, and so we had set up. It was a sort of a like you see on the horses. I don't know the name, but so that both of us would pull, and we'd push on this round chunk of wood, and it was tied to the hitch on the trailer. So we'd pull this trailer in. The lake was about, I'd say maybe 500-600 feet from the road, but we'd have to go down through a creek, but the creek was all rocks. It was rough, but we'd managed to pull the boat out of there and go up the little dip on the far side, and then we'd eventually get to the lake. Then we'd slip the boat down to the lake, and we'd be all set. We'd bring our lunch, and we'd be all set for the day. But the whole thing of the story, because we went fishing on this lake a few times, but this particular time it wasn't biting too much, But anyways, and my buddy hadn't caught none, and he was luckier than I was, But this time, and I had caught a speckled trout. It was about that you don't know. That's about 4.5, 5 inches thick, and it was a fair size, you know. It weighed like rough around 5 pounds. It was a nice speckle, and for the speckles I've caught. But anyways, and every now and then, it was on a chain type of affair, and I had 3 others. And every now and then I'd lift it out of the water and I'd show him, I says, that's fish. His name's Roger. And I'd show him the trout, the big trout, I was kind of proud, But one shot, we had the other end, but it was biting just going one way, never the other way. So we'd troll going one way and then we'd go back fast, and so I forgot to take the fish out, and the motor I had, the electric motor I had, pushed the boat pretty good. Anyways, needless to say, the chain was just hooked like from the gill to the mouth. It must have ripped that. I go to pull out the chain to show them what a fish looks like, My big trout was gone. The moral of the story is, I don't know, when you catch something good, just shut up. And you'll be able to eat it. Anyways, there's a few, think of it. One time we were coming back from there, just a tidbit, it has nothing, I just popped to my mind. There was a bull moose and a cow in the road. So we're coming with the same van, but we got the boat in the truck this time. We had gone to another lake, but that's another story for another time. And this bull moose and a cow in the road, and they're strutting, So we're following slow, and then the bull moose stops and he's looking at us, So I told my buddy, I says, I've heard of bull moose charging vehicles. I says, best to stay here and stop your truck and wait. And he says they'll get out of the way, but the problem was on one side it was a cliff, and on the far side it was a swamp. So they were all right in the road, but we wanted to get by. But anyways, we waited for at least 10 minutes, And they're just poking around the road and they're not going nowhere, So my buddy starts his truck and he moves forward a little bit. And then the cow turns around and she starts walking towards us. And then she just goes by the truck, like maybe she passed by maybe 4 feet from the truck, just beside us. So then the bull moose is coming. We're kind of wondering if he's going to take to the grill of the truck or take to the truck, So he just, as he's going by, he's just a little slow strut, And as he's going by, he just looks at the truck and looks at us inside, And he turned his head, and his antlers, maybe 6 inches from the mirrors of the truck, And then he just passed by. But it's just, I don't know enough about moose, but he maybe was in the rut or was getting ready, or I don't know. This was, his interest was the cow, not the truck. But anyways, that's Vermilion Lake, and there's other stories too about this. And there's another lake just on the other side of the road, but about the same, is the name of the lake is Sunday. This is a good one too. One day I'm going to tell you the story on that lake. Hey, that's it for now, folks. Enjoyed it, and don't forget, there's better ones than this one coming soon. Hope we'll be going to the camp soon. That's what I'm hoping. Hey, I salute you all, and we'll see you in the next one.